Hi there. Right now we will learn how to create a credit card design business card. This is totally exceptional and uncommon type business card. If you have your Visa card or MasterCard or American Express, any type of credit card you may have, and we will create your business card and it will look like a MasterCard or Visa or American Express. So in this tutorial we will create a business card that will be totally look like a MasterCard and your all info will be there. So let's take a look how you will create a credit card design, especially MasterCard design business card. As you know, the standard size for creating a business card, width will be 3.5 inches and height will be 2 inches. So let's create an image with that size, and therefore we have to select this file menu, and from there we will go for new option. And here is the tab for creating our new image. And as I told you before, that width will be 3.5 inches. Please make sure this field should be with inches. You don't have to select pixels or centimeters or millimeters, just put inches. As well as we will use inches for height also, and we will put 2 inches for height. And the resolution of the image will be 300 pixel per inches, and color mode will be RGB color. And I want to write a name for this image. Let me write a name like a credit card design business card. So let me write the name credit card design business card. Cool. So I'm selecting OK from here. You can take a look, our image is created, and you can take a look, a new layer is created on our layer panels, and I want to rename this layer. So therefore you just have to double click on your mouse left button on here. So let me double click on here, and I want to write white BG. That means white background, and I'm selecting OK. So you can take a look, our layer name is changed, and right now we will add a wood background in this image. So let's add a wood background in here. To insert a wood background, we have to go our file menu, and from there we will use this place embedded option. So I'm selecting this place embedded option, and you will get a white wood. Here is the white wood image in our exercise file. So I'm selecting this white wood image, and I'm selecting place option. You can take a look, a wood background, a wood image is appearing on here. So let's scale it with our white BG layer. So here is the scale option. Okay, now it looks good, and here is the tick mark. I'm selecting this tick mark, or you can use Ctrl and Enter button from your keyboard, and you can take a look. A new layer is appearing on our layer panel with the similar name of white wood image. Okay, cool. So right now we will draw a rectangle shape, and therefore we have to use our rectangle tools. So here is the rectangle tools, and please make sure your fill color of a rectangle shape is black. So let's draw a rectangle shape. Okay, looks good, and I want to increase corner radius for each of corner, left, right, top and bottom. I want to increase the radius till 30 pixel. So let me increase the radius till 30 pixel for each and every corner. So you can take a look, a round shape is created for all corners, and now it really looks good. So let me minimize this properties, and I want to rename these layer names. I want to write curved shape black, so therefore I just have to double click on here with my left button of mouse and let me write curved shape black. Okay, looks good. And now we will insert a black leaf image. So let's insert a black leaf image from our file menu. So here is the file menu, and again I will go for place embedded option. So I'm selecting this place embedded option, and here is the black leaf image. So I'm selecting this black leaf image and I'm selecting place option. Okay, here is the black leaf image, and let's scale it properly. So I want to scale it on here. Now it looks good, and I'm selecting OK. Actually, this black leaf image we will use as a card image, so therefore we have to use create clipping mask option. So you just have to select this black leaf image and you have to click right button on your mouse, and then you will get create clipping mask option. So I'm selecting this create clipping mask option, and you can take a look, our design is created. And I want to reduce the opacity of this black leaf image. Okay, let me reduce the opacity from here, and I want to reduce the opacity. I think 85% is good. Okay, so now it looks really good, and I will make this curved shape black and this black leaf image as I want to convert it into a smart object. So let's do that. I'm selecting this black leaf image, and I also select this curved shape black layer. So I want to select both of these two layers. So let me select this curved shape layer, and you have to press shift button from your keyboard and you just have to select this curved shape black layers, and you can take a look. These two layers are selected, and you just have to right click on your mouse and you will get this convert to smart object. So I'm selecting this convert to smart object option, and you can take a look. This two layers is converted into a smart object. Okay, cool. Now it really looks good, and now we will create a MasterCard design logo. Actually, it's not will be MasterCard logo, but it will be similar like a MasterCard logo. So let's create it. So to create a logo that will be similar like MasterCard, we have to use the ellipse tool. So where is the ellipse tool? You just have to select this rectangle tools and just press right button on your mouse, and then you will get this ellipse tool option. So I'm selecting this ellipse tool option, and please make sure the fill color of your ellipse tool will be red. So I'm selecting this fill option, and from color picker I will select a red color. So here is the red color, and I'm selecting OK. And right now I will draw a round shape using ellipse tool, and the fill color of the round shape will be red. So let's draw a round shape, and please hold your shift button during drawing a round shape. So I am pressing shift button from my keyboard, and I want to draw a round shape. Okay, looks good. And you can take a look, a new layer is created, and I want to rename this layer by double clicking my mouse left button on here, and I want to write that red circle. Red circle. Okay, cool. So right now I will duplicate this layer, and therefore you just have to right click on here, and then you will get this duplicate layer option. So I'm selecting this duplicate layer option, and I want to write yellow circle. as a name of this new layer, yellow circle. Okay, and I'm selecting OK. Okay, looks good. And make sure your yellow circle layer is selected, and we will scale this circle, and therefore you just have to use Ctrl T button from your keyboard, or you can use edit menu, and from there you will get this transform path option, and you will get this scale option. So you can use any one of them. So let's scale it. I want to move it a little bit right. I think okay, good. I think here is good, and here is a tick mark, so I am selecting this tick mark. And right now we will change the color for this red circle, and therefore you just have to double click on this layer. So I'm double clicking on here, and you will get the color picker option, and we will use the yellow color. So where is the yellow color? Here is the yellow color, and I'm selecting OK. Now you can take a look. A design is created, I mean a logo is created. It's look like similar to MasterCard. Actually it's not the actual MasterCard logo, but it's look like a MasterCard logo. So it really looks awesome. And right now we will go for type tool. That means we have to type some text, and initially we will write the name. So let's write the name using type tools. So here is the type tool, and by using this type tool I will write my name first as an example. And please make sure the color of text is white. So here is the color option, and I want to put pure white color. So here is the pure white color, and I'm selecting OK. Okay, looks good. And let's write my name first. I want to write my name, Stephen Cowell Soren. Okay, so here is the text, but I don't want to use this font. I want to change the font. So let's select into a text by pressing Ctrl and A. That's called all select from your keyboard, and here is the font option. And I have lots of font collection, but one of my favorite font is MI tier. So let's go for MI tier. MI tier font. Here is the MI tier font. I want to use this font, and this MI tier font already given in our exercise file. You just have to install it if you don't have on your computer. So you can install it from our exercise file, that MI tier font, and now it really looks good. But it's actually right now it's in semi bold mode, but we will go for bold mode. So you have to select once again the entire text, and here is the option. I will go for bold option. So here is the bold option. Okay, looks good. And here is the tick mark. I am selecting this tick mark, and I want to scale this text with this business card. So therefore you just have to press Ctrl and T button from your keyboard, and let's scale it properly. Okay, cool. So here is the tick mark. Okay, the font and the font style really looks good, but let's make this font more attractive, and therefore we will use a bevel and emboss effect in this text. So let's add a bevel and emboss effect to this text, and then this text will look much better. So let's do that. So here is the effects option. I am selecting this effects option, and here is the bevel and emboss option. So I'm selecting this bevel and emboss option, and here is the settings for bevel and emboss. Okay, so we will use this inner bevel as our style, and let's customize this depth, size and soften parameter. Then you can take a look how it's look like, and let's change the depth percentage. I want to increase the percentage of depth. I want to go for, I think 600 is good, so we will put 615% as our depth parameter, and let's increase the size. So let's increase the size, and you can take a look the changes appearing on here. So let's increase a little bit more. I think 15 is good. Let me write 15. Okay, cool. So I want to increase the soften pixel, so let's increase the soften pixel. Let's increase a little bit more. Okay, now it really looks good, and it really looks much better than before. So our depth parameter will be 615%, size will be 15 pixel, and soften will be 5 pixel. Okay, so I'm selecting OK. Now it really looks much better. If you turn it off, this effect, then you can have a previous view. Here is the previous one, I mean before, and here is the after. I think it really looks much better than before. Okay, right now we will work with our designation. So let's write the designation, but before that I want to convert this text layer into a smart object. So let's do that, and therefore you just have to right click on your mouse, and then you will get this convert to smart object. So I'm selecting convert to smart object, and you can take a look, our text layer is converted into a smart object. So let's write the designation here. So let me write the designation CEO of skill 4. Okay, CEO of skill 4, but we will not use this MITR font for writing the designation. I want to change this font, and I want to use Nyla font. So let's change the Nyla font. Let's select enter text, and here is the Nyla font. So I'm selecting Nyla font, and Nyla font already given in our exercise file. You can install it from there, and I want to decrease the text size, and here is the text size. I want to go for 10 point. I think 10 point will be better. Yeah, it looks good. And here is the tick mark, and I want to scale this designation with our name. So therefore I'm pressing Ctrl and T button from my keyboard, and let's scale this designation properly. Okay, looks good. And here is the tick mark. You can take a look, the designation, we scaled it properly with our name. So right now we will work with our phone number. Actually, we will write the phone number in here in a different way. As you know, every credit card have a card number, and we will write our phone number as like a card number. So let's do that. So let's write the phone number. I'm writing phone number on here, phone 000 000. Okay, cool. But I don't want to use this same font for phone number. I want to use a different font for phone number, and I want to use soloist title for phone number. So let me select enter this text, and we will go for soloist title. So let's find where the soloist title font. Yeah, here is the soloist title. So I'm selecting this soloist title font, and I want to increase the text size. So let's increase the text size. I want to put 14. 14 seems a little bit bigger, and 12. I want to write 13. Yeah, now it looks good. So here is the tick mark, and right now I want to scale this phone number in our business card. So let's scale this phone number. I am pressing Ctrl and T button from my keyboard, and I want to scale it properly. Okay, looks good. And here is the tick mark. Now it looks really good, but I don't want to keep this phone number quite simple. I want to make it more attractive, so therefore we will use stroke and bevel and emboss option in here. So let's add the bevel and emboss effect first, then we will add a stroke effect. So let's add a bevel and emboss effect from our layer panel. So here is the effects option, and here is the bevel and emboss option. So I'm selecting this bevel and emboss option. You can take a look the changes on here, but right now we will not use this white color for our highlight mode, and we will not use this black color for our shadow mode. We will change this two color. I want to use a deep yellow color for our highlight mode, and I want to use a light yellow color for our shadow mode. So let's do that. Here is the yellow color, and I want to use a deep yellow color. I think it's good, and I'm selecting OK. And here is the shadow mode. I want to use a light yellow color. Okay, it looks good, and I'm selecting OK. You can take a look the changes appearing on here, and I want to increase the size a little bit more for this phone number. So let's increase the size. Okay, I think 40% is looks good. Okay, so I'm selecting OK. So our bevel and emboss effect is added, and right now we will add a stroke. So let's add a stroke, and therefore we have to go effects option once again. So here is the effects option, and here is the stroke option. So I'm selecting this stroke option, and you can take a look, already a black stroke is applied to our phone number, but right now we will not add the black stroke. We will add a red color stroke, as because a red color is really suitable with the black background. So let's change the color. So here is the color option, and I want to select a red color, and I'm selecting OK. You can take a look at preview, but I think the stroke size seems a little bit bigger, so I want to reduce the size of stroke. Right now it's in 8 pixel. I want to make it half, 4 pixel. Okay, looks good. And I want to reduce the opacity. Okay, I think 82% is good. Okay, so I'm selecting OK, and you can take a look. Now our phone number looks much better than before. And let's make this text layer, I want to convert this text layer into a smart object. So let's convert into smart object by pressing right button of your mouse, and here is a convert to smart object option. You can take a look, our text layer is converted into a smart object, and right now I will add a QR code. Actually, nowadays most of credit card have a magnetic device on here, and I want to place this QR code and it will be look like a magnetic device. Actually, instead of magnetic device, I want to add this QR code. So let's add a QR code in here. Before placing a QR code, we have to generate a QR code. So we will generate a QR code from a website, and here is the website, and the link of this website is the qrcodegenerator.com. So let me write some information in here. I want to write my name first, then designation, let me write the phone number, and let me write email address, info@school skill4.com, and I want to write my Facebook, fb.com/. Okay, and right now I want to download this QR code, and therefore you have to select this save option. So I'm selecting this save option, and please make sure the format should be with PNG format, and let me write the name QR code. So you just have to click save. You can take a look. A QR code is downloaded, so we will use this QR code in our business card. Okay, our QR code is downloaded, and right now we will place that QR code on here, and therefore you just have to use this file menu, and from there we will use this place embedded option, and here is our QR code. So I'm selecting this QR code and I'm selecting place. So here is our QR code. Let me scale it, and I want to place this QR code on here. I think it's look a little bit bigger. I want to scale it with this size. I think it looks good, and I want to place it on here. Okay, so now it looks good. We will use this QR code instead of a magnetic device, and here is a tick mark. I'm clicking this tick mark, and now it really looks good. So our name, designation, phone number, and QR code is placed, and right now we will put the other entire information like address, Facebook, email, and all other information. We will place it right now, so let's do that. Okay, so right now we will draw a rounded rectangle shape, and inside the rounded rectangle shape we will write our address, our Facebook link, and our email address. So let's create a rounded rectangle shape, and therefore you just have to right click on your mouse on this ellipse tool, and then you will get this rounded rectangle tool. So I'm selecting this rounded rectangle tool, and please make sure the fill color will be not red. So I'm selecting this red color, and here is the color picker. Let me find some better color. I want to use this color. I think this one is good, so I'm selecting OK, and let me draw a rectangle shape with a rounded rectangle shape. So I want to draw a rounded rectangle shape on here. Okay, looks good, and I want to reduce the opacity of this rounded rectangle shape. I want to reduce the opacity I want to put for 25%. Okay, and I want to rename this layer name. I want to write this layer name address bar instead of a rounded rectangle one. So you just have to double click on here, and let me write the name address bar. Okay, so right now we will write our address in here, and therefore we have to use this type tool. So I'm selecting this type tool, and let me write the address. So let me write the address. I want to write 1234 Springfield Road. Okay, so we want to scale this text properly with our address bar, and therefore I want to decrease the text size. So let me select enter address, and here is the text size. I want to go for 9 point. Okay, looks good. And I want to place this CA on here. Okay, looks really good. Here is our address, and right now I will write the Facebook link. So here is the tick mark. I am selecting this tick mark, and once again I have to use this type tool, and let me write here Facebook and let me write the profile address fb.com/Coel Stephen. Okay, so here is the tick mark. I am selecting this tick mark, and I have to scale this link, and therefore you just have to press Ctrl and T button from your keyboard, and let's scale it properly. I think it's quite closer with the address. I want to place a little bit down here. I think now it looks good. Okay, and right now I will write the email. So let me write the email address. I want to write the email address. So let me write the email info@skill4.com. Okay, so I'm selecting this tick mark, and I'm pressing Ctrl and T button from my keyboard, and let me scale it properly. Okay, and I think we have to increase the height of this address bar. So therefore I'm selecting this address bar, and I have to scale it. So therefore I am pressing Ctrl and T button from my keyboard, and I want to increase the size of this address bar a little bit more. And let me select this tick mark, and let's take a look how it looks like. I think it looks much better. Okay, so this is how you will create a credit card design business card. Let me turn off the grid view, then you will have a clear look on this business card. So here is the view menu, and here is the show option, and from there you will have to select this grid option. So I'm selecting this grid option. Okay, now you will have the clear look, and if you don't want to put this whitewood background, you can turn it off. So let's turn it off, this whitewood background, and let's take a look how it look like. So here is the whitewood background. I want to turn it off from here. Here is the look, so without whitewood background. Actually it's depend on you and depend on your choice. If you want to put any background, you can place any image on your background, or if you don't want to use any image, then you don't have to place or put any image on your background. It's totally depend up to you. So this is a credit card design business card, and it's really exceptional. So if you have to create a business card, I will always request you create some creative or uncommon or exceptional business card. And if you want to create a business card like this credit card design business card, then I will request you please try minimum 3 or 4 times by watching this tutorial. Or if you have any question, then you can write it on our course comment box. So let's see you in our next lesson.